I ain't trying to be funny, but if a star fell on Earth, you know, that's it. You know, the stars is a lot bigger than Earth. It could knock this bitch in pieces. So you know,
you got a figurative and a literal. And they said the heaven should roll like a squirrel. Yeah, because that's how we know it was destruction. The mushroom cloud. Yeah, the mushroom cloud. The second Ezra says a terrible cloud to look upon.
Heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together, and every mountain and island were moved out of their places.
You know, that's the power of a missile. Knock entire foundations into pieces.
Isaiah was in 34, you know, that line of confusion, breaking off all this shit, you know what I'm saying? And the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman, and every free man hid themselves in the dens, and in the rocks of the mountains.
That's why that's where all these underground bunkers were created, you know, to try to survive to try to survive a nuclear holocaust, which is prophecy, which is another way that proves these scriptures is real.
That's right. You know? That's right.
You know?
You can't run. You can't run from the prophecies of the
scripture. Even predicted fucking underground bunkers, man. That shit's ridiculous. You got more on that out?
No, just to add to that, yeah, that's real deal, man. Them underground bunkers, man, because some years ago I used to drive over the road, and I know like in Missouri and some parts of Colorado, they would give me certain loads where you know you start on ground, and then you go like into like some mountains, and you go down, you know, like down into the earth, literally. You know what I'm saying? And you don't know, you know, west from east once you get down there. You know what I'm saying? And it's like just like roads like this, as long as your eye can see. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, it's crazy. You know, they got like literally like offices down there. You know, food. You know, people like they good down there. You know what I'm saying?
They working and living down there.
They showed you that on what was that Jesse Ventura's conspiracy theory show? He showed you that. You know.
Did they kill that dude? No.
Oh,
they take a show off there.
They showed that on that one movie, G.I. Joe too. They got the bunkers in the mountains and
underwater. They showed you in the first one. They had one underwater. Antarctica or some shit like that.
They probably got one. They shot it there. They shot it actually.
Get a precept real quick off of that. This is Amos 92. Though they dig into hell, this shall my hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, this shall I bring them down. This says, though they dig into hell.
Yeah, they trying to go underground and going into the sky. It's talking about space stations.
Space hotels.
More proof the scriptures is real. Because, you know, can't nobody dig no bunker in the year 50. You know, it's talking about our times now. You know, they're not going to be able to go down deep enough. They ain't going to be able to go up high enough.
Yeah. Just a little more on this. This is Revelations 9:16. And said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us, and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne.
So they're going to be wishing they'd rather get crushed to death than to have to deal with your Yahushua. You know, they're going to be wishing rather than just straight up get fucking smushed by some rocks than to have to deal with the fury of the Lord. They ain't getting crushed to death ain't no hope. That should have hurt. You know, getting rib cage crushed, brain fucking squished, bones smashed in. You know, rather than to deal with the Lord, because they know what they did was wrong. You know, that's why all these bunkers exist in the first place, trying to escape the Lord, but they're not going to be able to.
God, that's just so far quick death, because you know. That's just so far quick death, because you know you just have a boulder, you know, fall on you, you know, you can just put out your misery in an instance, rather than you know dealing with the wrath of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Because shit, you don't want them problems. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of these niggas, you know, where they say, you know, as far as the chip, you know, it's an embargo and all this bullshit. You know, yeah, it's like, man, y'all really don't have no fear, man.
Like the dude, the one dude, the new cat, son of David, fucking talking about why try to keep the laws if the 2/3 gonna come back in the kingdom anyway. He fucking crazy, man.
Wicked ass nigga.
I'm pretty sure all the brothers around the four corners of earth don't want them problems with Yahweh Bashim Yahweh.
Hell no.
You out of your goddamn mind, man. Jake don't fear the Lord. But when he put that spark up in their ass with the four-sword judgment, then that's when they're gonna fear. That's when they want to try to get right, but it's gonna be too late.
Right, a lot of people shall be willing.
Hey, this is Sirach 32:17. A sinful man would not be reproved, but findeth an excuse according to his will. So basically what the guy is doing, he's just trying to find an excuse to be a nigga, to justify his wickedness. If I'm inherit the kingdom of heaven, you know, I might as well just do whatever I want to, you know? And then trying to push that vibration on other people to do the same thing.
That's some bullshit.
Well, guess what? With that knowledge and that thought path, you're gonna inherit a great death and a great devastation, a great destruction. And guess what? Hey, the Lord's gonna torture you if you don't repent. The Lord's gonna torture you before you ultimately die.
Yeah,
it ain't gonna just be no quick death, my man.
That's right.
You thinking that you're blessed enough to have a quick death and then come back in the kingdom of heaven? No, you're gonna be tortured, man.
Hey, you know what? Hey, he might try to shoot himself in the head in the fucking gun jam.
And the fucking bullet goes inside his head and curves around his brain and come out on the other side, man.
Damn.
This is Wisdom of Solomon.
And he don't even get damaged from it. You know?
It just hurt. This is Wisdom of Solomon 3 and
Hey, may the Lord curse that guy. When he drink water, it tastes like gasoline. You know?
Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 19. For horrible is the end of an unrighteous generation.
Yep. Yeah, it didn't say easy is the end.
Right.
You know, nice and softly. It says horrible. You know, so if you're part of that wicked seed, the wicked generation, you're not gonna die an easy, fucking buttery death, man. You're gonna get it. You know, you're not gonna ride off into the sunset off some Thelma and Louise type shit and just fucking look happy. Hey, some of y'all gonna be getting raped, man. That dude that said that, he might just get raped by a bunch of gay niggas.
He gonna get raped by a missile.
He might want to.
I got the
Hey, he said, hey, what's the point of doing righteousness? You know, because you're gonna get the kingdom. So he might be a homosexual. I'm gonna tell you, hey, anybody that has the spirit to go against the word of the Lord, to go against his commandments, you're a damn homosexual anyway.
That's the spirit. I was just thinking that shit.
I got the definition for horrible.
Because you're going against what's right. You're going against the natural order of things.
Horrible, causing or likeness to cause horror, shocking, a horrible massacre, the synonym dreadful, awful, terrible, shocking, horrifying, horrid. I don't even know what that is.
Horrendous.
Horrendous.
It's like, you know, giving off the definition and synonyms for it, you know. That's the type of death that the wicked are going to have to suffer. The wicked of our people and the wicked of, well, all the heathens automatically wicked. There ain't no righteous heathens. But they all going to have to suffer it.
Somebody got something?
You can get yours.
Go ahead. This is Matthew 23 and Matthew 23 and by 33. Matthew 20 and 33. Ye serpents, ye generation of vipers, how can ye escape the damnation of hell? How can
They can't.
You can't, right?
They can't get right.
Wherefore, behold, I send unto you prophets and wise men and scribes, and some of ye shall kill and crucify, and some of them shall be scourged in your synagogues, and ye shall persecute them from city to city. So the Most High said he's going to, Yahweh Shai told you he's going to send, he said he's going to send you prophets, he's going to send brothers out here on the streets.
Oh shit, we brought that out earlier. We brought that on Isaiah 65, I think 12, because 13, yeah, because our people didn't want to listen. They're gonna have to die some hard ways out here. You know?
Right.
Yahushua was saying that back then. You know, all the prophets been saying that. That's why we're out here. You know, that's why we come out here every week, man. You think we come out so we can fucking stare at people's faces, man? I don't like looking at these ugly I tell people, and people say, aren't you scared to die? I'd be like, no, because I ain't got to see y'all ugly asses no more, man. You know, because that's what we come out here to do, to warn before this shit goes down.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But I was about to continue to read Salaki.
No, you can keep on.
It says, I read it cut again, ye serpents, ye generation of vipers, how can ye escape the damnation of hell?
Goop squad.
That damnation is talking about that first of all, that martial law, which is going to be held at the end of
if you have damnation, you're cursed to death, basically. Cursed to death. Yeah, you're cursed for a bad thing to happen to you. You know, like that's what the actual meaning of the word damn comes from. You can go back to the origin. It comes from damnation, meaning you're damned. You know, something bad is going to happen to you.
Right. Wherefore, behold, I send unto you prophets and wise men and scribes, and some of them ye shall kill and crucify.
Many of them have they killed and crucified.
Right.
You know,
because they didn't like their message. You know, their message was coming, bringing something that was harsh. You know, something that went against what they wanted to do. Because the people just like the people are now. Actually, the people now are worse. Back then, the people they wanted to live in their wickedness. You know, they wanted to live in the luxury of their wickedness. And the people now are even worse than the people then. If there wasn't no police, they'll be killing us the same way that they was killing those prophets, man. And not even the police, man. The spiritual hedge that the Lord has around us, man. Because fuck the police. The police will kill you too, man.
Basically. They want to murk us too, and they be driving by. Some of them be honking and waving and shit. Most of them be like, if I catch one of them niggers in the corner, I'll say, you reach for my gun. You know? Right. And that's how they be feeling.
I saw a video today about that. A dude, it was a Jake. That got accosted by the police. He had a situation with his woman, and between him and his woman, and I guess he pulled off after the police came, and then the police, I guess, followed him, right? So they had him pulled over. They said he didn't immediately pull over. So now he's pulled over on the side of the road, got his hands up. They got him on camera. So because on the video, the police didn't have a video, claimed they didn't have a video of that day. So they were just lying. He had his hands up.
They knew it looked incriminating.
Right. Because they knew the answer right there immediately. They said everything they said was the opposite of what they wrote. So he had his hands up, and when he had his hands up, they broke in. They got in his car, smashing the windows. The first car came and just rammed his car. He had his hands up. He was on the side. He didn't even elude them. They said he eluded them. And basically what the whole thing happened, they hit him, and while they hit him, talking about, don't go for my gun, kept saying, he's like, man, my hands up. He said,
that's some evil shit.
So then eventually they had to produce the tape, and that's the only thing that got him off. But this stuff, like the cameras and stuff, is to spark the situation that we're coming to now, the days that we're in, closing in now. It's sparking these things that's happening, because what it's doing, you got Kaepernick out here. Hey, what the Spirit get on? Why the Lord just throw something on him? The Spirit to start sitting down. What it's doing is dividing the American citizen. Even though he an idiot, because he said he's going to make a statement about. He want to make it political basically, and he's standing up because he's being a hypocrite. Because if you stand up for the flag, if you see some veterans, you're still doing the same thing. You know, so it's just something. It's just getting worse, but on a whole level, it's just the spirit. The Lord is putting the spirit on, because he used these
why did the heathen rage?
He'll use you.
He has to do it. These scriptures is here for a reason. He has to allow it to happen. So these people gotta get angry. Right. People gotta want to kill each other.
Right.
He's all mad as fuck about that.
Yeah, they burning his jersey. So what you paid for it? You know, man, idiot. You know, you can burn. It's your thing.
Your money.
Now you a nigger all of a sudden. You always was a nigger. You know.
Yeah, they just now they have an excuse to be open with the way that they felt about you from the beginning. Hey, but you mentioned those cameras, right? Hey, those cameras act as the eyes of the Lord, man. Hey, the scriptures say in I believe that's Proverbs the book of Proverbs, I want to say it's 15:3. It says the eyes of the Lord are in all places, beholding both good and evil. And the Lord put it in Esau's mind to come up with that technology to create the camera, man.